Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is Market Today, a show where we'll help you understand all the latest cues from the D Street, starting from the benchmark index moves to the sectoral action and all the stocks that are buzzing the most in trade. Also, what should be your investment strategy as Nifty approaches the 18,000 mark, and where do you see the markets really leading higher from here? We'll get you expert voices on that, but first up, a quick check on how the markets are doing at this point in time as we speak. Well, the Nifty is at 17,963, up by about 0.3 odd percent, about a 48 points of a jump is what you've seen for that index. Apart from that, the sensex also moving higher by 122 points, trading near the day's high level at 60,772. You're also seeing some of the stocks that are really buzzing the most. So the Adani Group stocks, they have actually led the pack today. Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, both the stocks in the top 5 gainers of the Nifty index. Apart from that, you have the Wipro stock that's been leading higher. Remember, there has been this entire discussion about the buyback, and therefore, you're actually seeing some momentum right ahead of that as well. HDFC Life, Britannia, some of the other movers on top Nifty gainers in today's trading session. On the other hand, you do have Axis Bank after the results that's declined by 2.9 odd percent, about a 5,700 crore rupees of a loss for that one. Titan HUL also after slightly missing the estimates on the D Street. Bajaj Finserv is trading with slight declines, and JSW Steel also seeing some cuts in today's trading action as well. Now, when we talk about the sectoral action, you will be able to see that the IT stocks are in fact leading the pack today and the recovery in the markets. You do have the FMCG stocks that are slightly higher in trade, the metals that are moving higher, mining stocks are in focus today, the pharma stocks about half odd percent in the upward trend. The PSU banks are back in action today, 1.5% up move for that one. Realty steadily moving higher. It has been maintaining an uptrend in this entire volatile market scenario as well. The healthcare stocks doing well too. Overall, if you speak, it's the financial services that are dragging the most because of the slight cuts that you're looking at Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv in. Private banks also doing slightly unwell, and the Nifty Bank overall is seeing a cut of 0.2%. But time now to welcome our guest on the show. We have Mr. Chandan Taparia joining in from Motilal Oswal Financial Services, and he's the expert on technicals and derivatives. You've been hearing him all across this platform for many times now. Chandan, welcome to the show and thank you so much.
And we are going to hit 18,000 may be a number, but I think we are going to surpass that zone and move much higher comparatively, because already we have seen good consolidation below that. If you notice that in last 4 months we were continuously falling down. However, in the last month we were slightly positive, but this month we are up by around 3.5%. And today is the last day of April month. And after the weakness of last 3 months, in the last month we were neutral, and this time we are positive. So somehow we are negating the negative price pattern of the last 3-4 months. Base of the market is shifting higher. Recently, when market drifted lower, it took support near to 17,550, and there is also the 50-day exponential moving average. Now from last 4-5 days, it is making higher. I believe that now the support for the index is shifting to 17,777, and this rally can even extend to us 18,200 to 18,400 zone. Volatility is lower, FI's long short ratio increasing. So I think all these data setup are supporting that Nifty should now have all the right move and setup to hit beyond 18,000 marks.
Okay, understood that. What about the rollovers and the open interest? What's the action that we are looking at in these spaces?
Yeah, so this time Nifty has seen rollover of near to 64%, which is lower than last month and last 3-month average of 74%. So lower rollover is seen, and net to net from previous series to now, the open interest is down by around 30%. So Nifty index was up by around 4.5-5%, and open interest is down by 30%, which clearly indicates that shorts were covered. And interestingly, in the last series, FI's long short ratio was 8-9%, and now it's near to 42%. So FI's long short ratio increased. That means they have done good short covering. So short covering from FIs with some long built up and stock specific buying from FIs are supporting the street. So rollover is light. Open interest activity is also light because open interest is now near to the 3 years low level. So I think lower open interest and lower setup of the market will drive the momentum to continue. And that is why we are looking at 18,200, 400 kind of marks in the Nifty index.
Right. In terms of the outperformance in terms of sectors, where do you see the May series? Which sectors will really outperform and lead the pack?
Yeah, so I'll start with banks first. Even in this month, the bank Nifty is up by around 5.5%. We have seen huge outperformance. selective banking stocks have delivered well. So banking stocks are likely to outperform. The lifetime high for Bank Nifty is near to 44,150 and for starting the next leg of rally, but yes, supports are shifting higher. So till it holds 42,500,
Right.
use buy on decline stands for rally towards 43,500, 44,150 level. So banking is the one name. Second, we'll focus on the power finance companies, including REC, PFC, even power companies. So entire focus will be on the power stocks, whether power finance or
Okay.
power generation companies. So banking, power companies, and then focus will be there in selective metal name for some short covering in this trade.
Okay, so banks, power, and metals select stocks. These are the kind of pockets that you need to focus on in the May series. That is where the momentum can continuously get generated. Now, when we talk about some of the specific stocks that are buzzing the most in trade, I wanted to take your views on some of them. Let's start off with PI Industries as a stock. Now, this stock has had a very sharp run in today's trading session, 10, 11, even 13% intraday move. In fact, it has hit a 4-month high as well. And this is after the news development that the company has announced twin acquisitions into pharma, API, and CDMO space as well. And we've seen this sharp jump. PI Industries as a stock on technicals, how do you really judge this stock?
Yeah, so the stock has really done well, recovered well during the day, up by around 19%. The good part is if I look at the monthly chart from last 7 to 8 months, multiple time it comes to 2880 to 2900 zone and turn high. This time also it has done the same the mid of March, and now supports are gradually shifting higher. So I believe this momentum could
Yeah.
continue. Some dip will be there, which will be bought. So I believe that 30 to 70 is going to act as a support to drive this move towards 3500 in PI industry.
Sure. You were talking about banking space and how you believe that the momentum can continue in this space going forward into this new series as well. But, we did see that Axis Bank is in focus after the bank reported earnings, in fact, of 5,700 crore rupees loss right there. But we are still looking at some of the brokerage houses that do believe that there is a scope for re-rating in the stock. How should one really look at Axis Bank post the earnings? What should be the strategy?
Yeah, so like a major trend of the Axis Bank is positive. However, today it is down by around 3%, but that is the nature of the counter. It is moving in a rising channel. Whenever it goes to the higher band, it turns to lower. Recently, it has taken hurdle near to 900, but I believe that near to 830, 35 zone, some support based buying will be there. So as of now, I think we should play the
Yeah.
range of 800 to 900 zone of the Axis Bank. Let it decline, and then I think near to support zone, we can again look for some range bound bias. So I think we need to apply the stock for positive to range bound bias to trade.
Okay, understood that as well. But in this kind of a market, I wanted to understand from you because no complaints in this market. This is being seen as a stock pickers market. Which are the stocks that you would like to pick and from which sectors for this current series?
Yeah, so India VIX is down by 5%. Today we are below 11 level. So lower volatility clearly says that every small dips will be bought and bulls are having the dominance on the market. But at the same time, lower VIX is also not allowing the bigger swing in the market as well. So talking about stocks, positive on the BFSI, banking financial. So Chola Finance will be one name. Technically, if you see the chart
Okay.
pattern, we are witnessing a classical breakout of pole and flake formations. So it started the strong momentum. Then in last 10 days, it remained sideways. And now the fresh breakout is happening. So because of that, I think momentum will drive. More than 92% rollover witness in the counter. So 850 is the support. And I think this momentum can extend towards 900, 905 level. So Chola Finance is the first name. Second,
Okay.
L&T from Capital Goods. Good open interest activity. Put writing started to see making high rise, high lows. So support is near to 2300. Stock can head towards 2420 kind of level. Then I'll talk about REC Limited. This stock has seen built up a long position.
Okay.
This stock has given a consolidation breakout of last 4 to 5 years. So this breakout can lead it to 138. One can look for buying this. So
Okay.
REC, L&T, and Chola Finance. These are the three names we can talk about for stock picker momentum. And apart from that, I think one can look at the Tata Motors in auto pick with the 5 could act as a support, and this time it can head towards 500, 500.
Okay. Four stocks Chandan has picked up for all our viewers. Let me just quickly revise all of them for you. So Cholamandalam Finance, you have L&T, REC and Tata Motors from the auto space, where you can really look at an upside from the current levels as well. Another stock that I wanted to really take your view on, again this stock has been looking at some kind of a momentum on the upside in today's trading session as well. And this stock that I'm talking about is Tejas Networks. That stock also was up about 5.5% when I last checked. Of course, there is this news flow about TCS, BSNL and Tejas Networks, the kind of tie-ups that they will be looking at getting approvals for. Amid this news flows, is Tejas Networks a stock that you're also tracking?
Yeah, so we have seen good momentum in the counter. Consolidation breakout is clearly visible. Earlier it was finding hurdle near to 645, 650, and today it is holding above the same. So I think buying interest could continue with support of 645. One can look the momentum towards 690, 700.
Okay, understood that as well. Well, thank you so much, Chandan, for being with us on the show and discussing with us all the insights about the markets and the way investors should be approaching the markets at this point in time. Clearly an uptrend, and the markets may actually look to hit 18,200, 18,400 going forward from here. The sectors that may outperform are banking, select metals right there, and power stocks that could be in focus. The stocks Chandan has already selected for you, Cholamandalam Finance, L&T, REC, Tata Motors, and some of the stocks that are in momentum. He's also suggested how should you be looking at this kind of move right here as well. Thank you so much, Chandan. And with that, we'll come to a wrap-up of this edition. But do stay tuned on to Business Today TV for a whole lot more coverage from the world of business and stock markets coming up right up on your screens. Many thanks for tuning in for now.
Apple CEO Tim Cook was a distant second with a $99 million pay packet for 2022. The other Indian origin CEO, Satya Nadella, took in $55 million. Facebook founding CEO Mark Zuckerberg was at the fourth position with $27 million. He reportedly received just $1 as salary and rest as perks, likely travel, security and other costs. Andy Jassy of Amazon earned just $1.3 million in 2022. Pichai's pay package has come in for huge criticism, with netizens slamming Google